The other thing I want to mention is basically note-taking. Now you're gonna go, well, note-taking? Well, some of you guys have the basics. Why is note-taking so important in English? Well, let me ask you something. Why is note-taking so important in your language? Okay. Let's use your imagination. Take a look. You're in a university. You're in a class. The professor's talking. The professor gives you a homework. The professor says, listen, here you go. Today's homework is you're gonna have to read 4 chapters, okay? And I'm going to ask you questions about it. Okay? Now, your final exam is going to be based on your whole textbook that I assigned to you. Now, why do you think note-taking is important? Yes. You have to basically note-take the whole thing. You have to basically be able to look over each area of importance later, because an entire year will pass until your final exam. So note-taking is really, really important. Okay? So we're going to go over the basics of note-taking in my class. Okay? You're going to enjoy note-taking a lot easier, because a lot of you guys, I found out, really don't know how to note-take, especially in reading. So I'm going to go through the basics of how to note-take a little bit further in the class, right? And I'm going to show you how important it is, okay? Now, because this is a time test and you don't have like 2 hours to do reading, 3 hours, basically finish all the questions, right? You only basically have 20 minutes per each reading passage, with 13 questions to 16 questions. That doesn't give you that much time. Honestly, it doesn't. It's really, really difficult for most students, right? Because there's only 4 different styles, right, of questioning. Okay? And that is basically read and then answer the question. The second is you don't read at all, okay? And you go straight to the question, you start answering the question right away. Okay, you're gonna fall into one of these categories, don't you? Okay. The other one is some students basically skim the reading really, really quickly as they answer the question. And last but not least, most of the students basically take full notes and answer the question. Now, there's a problem with all of these. Okay, let me go over the problem with you. First of all, going back, read, then answer the question. Great. Now, the passages in TOEFL reading is about 5 to 6 paragraphs long, averaging 700 to 800 words. It's going to take you around, a really fast reader, 3 minutes, slow reader, 6-7 minutes. Okay. That means you have 1 minute per each question. It's really, really tight. Okay. So if you read the whole thing, you might have the full understanding of the reading. But you also have to understand that you have either a photographic memory and you memorize the whole thing, right? Or you're a genius. I'm going to presume that you're not a genius, okay? Because then you wouldn't be here with me today, okay? So, let's see. Then the second part is don't read, go to the question, answer the question. Problem is, if you don't read this and you go to the question directly, right, what's going to happen? You're skipping back and forth and you're answering the objective questions. Now, this might be really easy for vocab, for insertion, for reference, right? But when it comes to factual, negative factual, right, and the 13th question, you're going to have a really, really hard time doing this. And the reason why is because it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult to answer the 13th question, which is basically either categorization or summarization. That means you have to read the entire passage one more time anyways. And the third one let's go over is skim and go to question. Now, this is the most effective way even TOEFL ETS, ask most students to do. You skim the reading really quickly, and you start answering questions. Now the problem is you're gonna go, okay, how do you effectively skim? Because I have no idea, David. I don't know how to skim. What do you mean skim? Read the first question and go on? Well, I'm going to teach you how to skim. I'm going to teach you how to note take, I'm going to teach you how to skim. Now, the other one is the most that I teach is basically take full notes, full note taking, and answer the question. The problem of this one is when you take full notes of the entire question, it's going to take you 7 to slow people 10 minutes. Then you have to answer the question. The problem is most of the students who does it this way basically can't finish the question in a matter of time. So you're going to ask, your question is probably going to be, so how do you tackle this? Well, we're going to use basically the fourth one in a moderate way to integrate with the second one, which is that you're going to notate, right? But after you notate, you're not going to notate the whole thing. You're going to sectionally notate. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Now, the best method, is that you all my students, first have to learn how to notate. So, before we do that, we're going to go into this after this overview, and we're going to go into each section how to notate properly. Okay? So, the first thing is we're going to go back a little bit. Let's just back up. Okay, we're going to back up. We're going to go back to the 10 different styles of questioning.